Hello guys, welcome back to Tech Projects. Welcome back in another new and great video. In this video, we are going to make an amazing calculator in Ender Studio. So, calculator is we can say calculator is the beginner's project and every beginner must try at once to make a calculator. So in this video, first we see what we are going to make, then we see what is the procedure of making this calculator. So you can see I already created an application, I open it and this is the calculator and you can see the UI of the calculator looks amazing. I don't design UI in any external application. I completely design the whole UI in Ender Studio. So I will tell everything from start to end how to design this type of UI. Now check it how it is looking. So like I press 444 and backspace button is also fine, work fine, and clear button is also working fine. Now let us suppose I type 555. Now I click on plus icon and you can see when I click on plus icon, the text which I enter is automatically go on the top. Now let us suppose I enter, I want to add 5 with 555. Now you can see 555 and 5. Now I click on equal and you can see it give me a correct result. Now do the same thing with this result. So let us suppose now I want to divide this number by 10. So I click on divide and you can see this text automatically go on the top. Now I want to divide this number by 10. And when I click on equal, it give me again a correct result. So hopefully guys you understand everything what we are going to make in this video. So it is not possible to make this kind of calculator in one video because the UI takes so much time and the Java code and the logic of the Java code is also maybe takes so much time. But I don't say the code is very hard. The code is very easy and I am going to explain the code in that manner. You never going to forget this type of code. By watching my video just once, you can create the calculator every time without watching my video. And this is the beauty of my code. And I always try to explain the code in best way. So in this part of the video, we create the UI of the calculator. So we design the complete UI from the scratch to end. And in the next part of the video, we will write the code for our calculator, or we can say write the Java code. So don't further delay. Now let's start the video and see how to make this amazing calculator. So let's start. So I already created a project of name with calculator learning. So I skip the process of select new activity and give any name. So I skip that process. Now for making the design of calculator, first open your activity main XML file. So I click on it. Now this is our design part and this is our coding part. So delete this hello world. So I delete this. Now a little bit expand it. No, it's fine. Now delete the constraint layout to relative layout. So I delete the constraint layout and type here relative layout, and now it's fine. Now we write the all code here. So before writing the code, first I change the background color. So simply add a line Android background and give any color code. I pass my color code, but you can give any color code, it is your choice. Now it looks perfect. Now you may be confused by this, so I delete this and again I delete this. Now it looks perfect. Now first we need two text view. One is primary text view and one is the main text view. So simply take an open bracket and type text view. Set the layout with 360 dp is fine, but you can set any width, it is your choice, and 105 dp height is fine. Now on the right side you can see the design created simultaneously and look perfect. Now give any ID to access in Java file. So I give the ID name text view 1, but you can give any ID name, but be remember this ID name, and set the Android text size 40 sp is fine. Set the text color which you want. I set the white color. Now close this. Now at the end of the video I will tell you why this space is left here, but don't take tension of this space, just do the same thing which I do and don't worry about this space. Now we need one more text view, so simply copy this and paste it below this. Now simply change the ID name. I give the ID name 2. Now I need this text view below this text view. So for this we have to add a line Android layout below and pass the text view 1 ID name. So now you can see it look perfect. Now we are ready to make buttons. So how many buttons we need? We need 19 buttons. So in the starting of the video, I already show an calculator. So first row contain the clear button, a backspace button, and a percentage button, and a divide button. So first of all, we create this 4 button. So simply take an open bracket and type button Now we have to set the layout width and layout height of the button. So you can set any layout height and any layout width, it is your choice. I give the layout height 88 dp and layout width also 88 dp, but you can give any height and width, it is your choice. Now this is our clear button, so simply set the Android text type AC. Now set the Android text size 25 sp is fine. Now set the Android text color, so I pass the color accent. Later all, I change the Android background by the help of drawable files, so don't take tension of the design of button. Now give any ID to access in Java file, so simply type Android ID, and this is our button clear, so I give the ID same as the working of button, and I recommend you give the ID name which is the working of that button. By this you can easily remember the button name. So I close this. Now this button is created successfully. Now we need this button below this text view. So for this, simply type a line layout below and pass the ID name of text view too. Now you can see it look fine. Now what we do? Now we need 3 more button just on the right side. So I copy this code and paste it 3 times. So 1 time, 2 time and 3 time. Now it show an error, and the error is due to the same ID name. So this is our clear button and this is our backspace button. So I change the ID name btn backspace and also change the text by B. But later I change the capital B by the drawable icon of the backspace symbol. So don't take tension of this. Now just on the right side we need one more button. This is button %. So I type button % and I change the Android text by % symbol. Now this is our divide button. So I type divide and Android text divide. Now after changing this, these all button overlap on the single button. So what we have to do, we have to give an layout right. So you can see this is our main clear button and this is our backspace button, and we need backspace button just on the right side of the clear button. So for this you have to add a line simply layout right to off, and we remember Android layout to right off, and pass the ID name of your button clear. So I type button clear and you can see now it automatically align on the right side of this. So you can see this is very easy. Now we need percentage button on the right side of backspace. So simply type layout to right off and pass the ID name of button backspace. And now we need divide button on the right side of percentage. So simply type layout right and ID name of button %. And now it look perfect. So hopefully guys you understand everything, that how I create this type of buttons. So this is the design, and you can see the text view is extended and the button length or size you can see small little bit. So why this? Because after some time I had to add divider between these button, between after the 3 button and just before the divide button. So for that sake I decrease the size of the button, and when I add divider of 2 dp and it automatically perfectly align according to text view. So don't take tension about this. Now our half of work is complete. So what you have to do now, just minimize the code of buttons, and you can see this is 4 button, and how many rows we need? We need 5 rows. So I copy this code and paste it 5 times. So give the space extra so by which you're not confused. First I copy this for 4 times. After all we copy the last time, so 4 times is perfect. Now you can see it look perfect. Now expand this. So our counting start from 9, 8, 7 and then an operator. Then same as we follow this procedure. So simply change the Android text 9. Now give the different ID name. This is our button 9. Now we need this button below the clear button. So for this we have to change this line. So above clear button is below the text view, so this is the text view, but we need 9 button below the clear button. So simply type ID name of button clear, and now you can see it look perfect. Now what we have to do? Now we have to do the same thing for remaining button. So just on the right side we need button number 8. So I change the Android text by 8. I also change the button ID button 8, and I need this below the backspace button. So give the ID name of button backspace. Now it look perfect. Now do the same thing for next one for 9, 8, 7. So I change the Android text by 7, and now change the button 7, and we need this button below the % button. So I change the ID button %, and it look perfect. Now minimize the code. Now expand the fourth one, and now we need Android text. What we need? We need multiply operator. So I type here multiply. Now we have to change the ID name, so I give the button multiply. Change the, and we need this button below our divide. So simply type button divide. Now minimize the code. Now do the same thing for remaining one. Below 987 we need 6, 5 and 4. So expand this. Change the Android text by 6 and give the ID name of button 6. And now we need this button below our button 9. So change the layout below line and type here button 9. Now you can see it look perfect. Now minimize the code. Expand the next part of the button. Now we need 6, 5. So I type Android text 5. Give the different ID name. So I give the ID name button 5. And now we need this button below our button 8. So now it look perfect. Now minimize the code. Now expand the third part of the code. So I change the text by 4 and give the ID name of button 4, and we need this button below our button 7. So type this. Now minimize this. Now expand the last one. This is our subtraction operator. So I type subtraction. Now give the different ID name. I give button subtract, and we need this button below our multiply operator. So simply type button multiply. Now it looks perfect. Now do the same thing for last set of button. So I expand this. Now this is number 3. So I change the Android text by 3 and give the ID name of button 3, and I also change, we need this button below the button number 6. So I change the ID name and give it button 6. Now you can see it look fine. Now minimize this and expand the second one. This is button number 2. So I delete this and change the text button 2. Also change the ID name button 2, and we need this button below our button number 5, and it look perfect. Now expand the third one. So this is our button number 1. So change the Android text, change the Android ID and change the layout below. So we need this button below button number 4. So I give it button 4. Now maybe sometime this is not come below this due to the refresh of layout. So what we have to do on that case, you have to simply just cut it and type the same thing again. So when you type this, it automatically get refresh. And now expand last one. So this is our operator, which is plus. So I change the divide by plus and also change the button name by btn plus, and we need this below our button subtract. So I type subtract. That's it. Now maybe after watching this video, you maybe feel like calculator making is so easy process, and believe on me, this is so easy. Now what we have to do, we need one more row. Why we need one more row? For 0, dot and equal. So I copy 3, not 4, because maybe you remember or not, my 0 button is twice at the width of normal button. So I copy this and now come down and paste it here. Now expand this. Now this is our button 0. So I give 0, enter text 0, and we need this button below our button number 1. So type this, and now you can see it look fine. Now minimize this. This is our dot button. So change the Android text by dot, change the Android ID by btn dot, and we need this button below our btn layout below button number 2. Now it's perfect. Now expand the last one. This is our button equal. So first I replace this and type equal here. Now change the ID name btn equal, and we need this button below our button number 3. So type button 3, and that's simple. Now what we have to do, we have to double the width of this button. So double of the width, 88 is equals to 176. So I type 176 here, and now our layout of the calculator is complete. Now we have to create simply 2 drawable resources file, one for text view and one for button, and we have to apply that drawable resource file background inside of button and text view. Now one thing is also left, we have to add divider line between these and these button. And the last thing which is left, I have to change the text color of every button, because the text of every color is white and the operator color are different. So this is very minimal thing and we can do it very easily. Now one is the most important thing, why I left this space. So we use relative layout in our project, not constraint layout. So whenever I run this project on my phone, the buttons are not fit according or properly according to my screen size, because the normal screen size is 5 inches to 6 inches, but the layout of this screen size is more than 6.5 inches. So I designed the calculator according to 5 to 6 inches phone. So this type of calculator is work perfectly in also your phone, so don't worry about the design. Now what we have to do, we have to simply create two drawable resources file, one for text field and one for button. So first of all, minimize all the code, and this is our code, and this is very easy process. So first we create the text view drawable resource file. So simply click on drawable, so then right click, then click on new, and then click on drawable resource file. Give any name, I give text field, and now okay. Now first change the selector with the shape, so I type here shape. Now you have to give the Android shape, so come down and simply type Android shape and type rectangle. Now we have to pass the color code, so come down, be remember outside from this bracket, and simply take an open bracket, type solid, then press enter. You can close this. Now we have to write all the code inside this bracket. Now type color and give any color code which you want. I might pass my color code, but you can give any color code, and you can see it look fine. Now come outside from solid, simply take an open bracket again, type corners. Now close this. Now write the all code inside this, and you have to type here radius and give the radius 0 dp. Now that's enough. Now simply copy all the code. So I copy this. Now we have to design a new drawable source file for our button. So simply click on drawable again, then right click, then click on new, then click on drawable source file. Give the name I give button. Now click on OK. Now first select all code and delete this. Now paste the code which you copied before and simply change the color code, and this is black color code. Now that's enough. Now what we have to do, we also need an backspace icon. So simply click on drawable, right click, then click on new, then click on vector asset, and simply click on this and simply search backspace. And when you type back, it automatically shows suggestion, so you can copy any icon. I select this, okay, then next, then finish. Now all work is complete. Now minimize this. Now first add the text field design into the main text view. So simply type Android background and pass your file name, which is my file name is text field. So when I type this, you can see the color change. Now do the same thing for second text view. So I copy this. So I Ctrl+C copy. Now paste it in same in this text view also. Now the color is also changed successfully. Now we have to change the background of the buttons. So first of all, if I want to change the background of the button, what do I have to do? I have to simply add a line which is Android background. So simply type Android background and your drawable file name. My file name is button. So when I type this, you can see the background automatically changed. Now what I have to do? I simply copy this line. So Ctrl+C copy, paste it in every button. So come here, paste it. Now also paste it in backspace. Now also paste it in divide, but not paste in 987654. Later I tell you why. Simply paste in operator and other basic function. So I paste this line everywhere but not in numbers. Now it look perfect. Now what I have to do, I have to also need the same design into our all button. So click on 9 button, first paste this line. So I paste it. Now I need the text color of 0 to 9 white. So you can see, so we have to change the color code. So I delete this color and simply type hashtag, then white color code. And now you can see it look perfect. Now what I have to do, I have to copy these two lines. So Ctrl+C copy. Now click on 8 number button. First delete this text color line which is already present. So I delete this. Now paste both two lines. Now do the same thing for all buttons. So first delete this, paste it, and delete this, paste it. So I fast forward the video here. So maybe you can do it by easily on. So I fast forward the video here. Now if you want to change the operator of equal button, so simply click on color and you can select any color for equal operator. I select this color. Now it look perfect. Now you also can increase the size of this. So I give the 35 sp, and you can give any text size, it is your choice. So almost our design is complete. Now you can see this look perfect. Now we have to simply add a separator line between this. So what we have to do, we have to simply add a padding of 2 dp. So why with 2 dp? So just see on the code. First I minimize it to show you why we need. First I minimize all code, then I show you the beauty of my code. So just see, layout width of the text view is 360 dp and the layout width of the button 88 dp. So how many buttons in one row? 4 buttons. So we have to simply add an padding of 2 dp. So where we need separator? After the plus icon. So we have to click on the divide icon, simply type padding left and give the padding 2 dp. Now after giving the padding, when you run this code, you can automatically see in separator. Maybe it is not visible here, but there is a separator is present. Now this not aligned by the text view. So what we have to do, we have to also increase the text button size. So why we need to increase? Because our text view length width is 360 dp and the button width is 88. So there is a 4 button. So 88 into 4 is 352. So if we add 2 dp of padding, so there is 354. Those 6 dp is left. So we have to add 6 dp into the width of this button. So simply add 6 dp. So I type 94 here. And when this time you click on design, 2 dp is still left due to miscalculation. So 96 dp is fine. And now click on design and you can see this button align according to the text view. So what we have to do, simply add the same line. So copy the padding left line, paste it here and change the button width by 96. Simply paste it here, change it to 96, paste it here. Now we have to change the width of the equal button. So there is 186. So our design is almost ready. Now what we have to do? We have to do nothing. We have to simply add an backspace symbol and also add an divider between below the AC button or backspace button. So first minimize the code, come onto the 9 button. Now simply add a line margin top, same as like padding left. So simply type margin top and give the margin top 2 dp. Now it automatically align perfectly. Now simply copy this line, copy this, now paste it in every button. Now I do a very big mistake. I give the padding left, but I have to give the margin left, same as like this. So sorry for this mistake. I have to replace the padding left line by the margin left line. So click on any button. Now click on divide button. First delete this line, paste it here and replace the margin top by margin left. Now it's fine. Now what we have to do, now simply copy this line, click on multiply. This is padding left line, paste it here. Click on minus icon, paste that line here. Click on plus icon and paste that line here. Now you able to see the both divider on below this and above this. So click on the code. Now only the backspace button is left. So click on backspace button. First delete this. So I delete the text. Now simply type drawable start. So simply type drawable start and it automatically shows suggestions. So simply type baseline backspace, which symbol we exported. Now if you want to decrease the font size, you can decrease it. Now you not able to see this because due to the text color. So first delete this text color, and because we use vector accent, so text color not working here, so delete the complete line. Simply type drawable tint and pass the color code. And what is the color code? Now click on design. Maybe you're not able to see this. So first what we have to do, simply decrease the font size. So I decrease the font size by 20 sp. Now you may be able to see this. So you can see this is perfectly visible. Now we have to align this icon into the center. So for this we have to give the padding left. Simply type padding left. 35 dp is fine. Now give the gravity. So simply type gravity and give center horizontal. And then take a slash and now type top. And now it align perfectly into the center. Now you can increase the text size now. So I increase it to 25 sp. Now our layout is complete. So before moving ahead, first check this code whether it is working or not. So I use debugging mode for checking my app. If you have low system configuration, then I always prefer you use debugging mode. It provides a better way to checking your app. Now I press on run button and you can see Gradle start building. Now Gradle will successfully and install the application in my phone. And there is an error. The last row of the button is not appear successfully. So first let's check it what is the possible error. So the error is action bar is also present in our calculator. So I designed my calculator according to the no action bar. So come inside the main activity and simply type below the set content view get support action bar dot height. Now semicolon. Now again run it and let's check it now how it is looking. Now it installed successfully and you can see our application looks great. So hopefully guys you understand everything. In the next part of the video we will cover how to write the code for our calculator. So please like the video and subscribe my channel for latest update. Please share this video with your friend, and if you like the design of the UI of the calculator then please like the video and share it with your friends. So you maybe see that the how to create a beautiful UI with very easy method. I not use any hard thing in this video. So it is very easy. I not use Figma, I don't use Adobe XD. I created the whole UI into my Android Studio. So hopefully guys you understand everything. If there is any query just comment down below. I try to give an answer of every comment. Please like the video and subscribe my channel. See you soon in the next part of the video. Thank you. See you soon.